There's a lot of you tonight and the mic doesn't work. And my mum always told me that if you're nervous, which I am tonight, then you should have a little bit of liquid courage, so I'm just trying to decide between the water and the beer. I know it's bad, isn't it? I'm sorry. My mum was an alcoholic. My dad told me if you're ever having mic troubles, fucking on it, that you should start with a vocal warm-up. And he said that I'm supposed to write it about him. So he gave me about 3 minutes notice on this because the mic just broke. But nor is he here tonight, but you know, he's with me here. But yeah, so I'm going to do a vocal warm-up if that's okay with you all. So I wrote it myself, I promise I didn't. But it's called Papa's Got a Head Like a Ping Pong Ball. Does anyone know that? Anyone? Woo! Okay, well it's a variation on that. So it's Papa's got a head like a ping pong ball. Papa's got a head like a ping pong ball. Papa's got a head like a ping pong ball, like a head like a ping pong ball, like a ping, like ping, like ping, like ping, like ping, like ping, like ping pong ball, like a ping, like ping, like ping, like ping, like ping, like ping, like ping pong ball. Papa's got a head like a bowling ball. I think Papa's got a tumour. And he's an alcoholic. But I'll abuse him about that a bit later. Speaking of abuse, when I was a kid, my brother used to abuse me. Not like that, I don't work for the BBC, but he used to, you know, pull little pranks on me and things like that. So he'd put water in my trainers and then put them in the freezer before I had to go to school, so I had no shoes. And he'd get a set of ladders and stick them against the door so I can't open the door for the bathroom for 2 days. And this one time, I was on the we had a scaffolding outside our council house, and he told me that the grass acted as a trampoline if I jumped. So I jumped, and grass isn't a trampoline. Grass is grass, and there were rocks there that he put as well, because he didn't think I'd do it. But I don't really remember age 7 that well, I suppose, but there you are. But, you know, I did actually get my own back on my road. It was 25 degrees Celsius, which is like something in Fahrenheit if you're quite old. 70, I don't know. And it was a really hot day, and he had his top off, he had his chain on. I came from quite a chabby area, and he was chief chaff of my household. And so he was out all day drinking, and he got sunburned to hell, and he fell asleep. So I got a permanent marker, and I covered every inch of his body. Well, not every inch. I missed about 6 inches. I covered all the other inches of his body in permanent marker, and this prank just kept on giving because he had to try and shower it all off, but he was sunburned, so he was just scrubbing away his lost body in the shower, and I was just listening to him shower. So, well, I was listening to him scrub himself, so he was just screaming, and I miss him. Do you know who Seb Coe is? You heard him from Sebastian Coe. Do you like him?
No.
Good. Does anyone like Sebastian Coe?
No.
Good! He's a twat. Do you know why he's a twat, other than being a Tory? He came to my school, Bolton, and he called Bolton a beautiful city. And it's neither of those things. I was thinking as well, and I actually put this on Reddit if you've read it, so thanks for following me, but you know Goldilocks and the 3 bears? Well, she ate the porridge of the daddy bear, she ate the porridge of the mummy bear, and she ate the porridge of the baby bear, and sat in the seat of the daddy bear, sat in the seat of the mummy bear, sat in the seat of the baby bear, and she slept in daddy bear's bed, and slept in mummy bear's bed, and slept in baby bear's bed, which means daddy bear and mummy bear are sleeping apart. Which means baby bear is the only thing holding that marriage together. And people holding families together, do you know who doesn't? Pepper. Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig is a twat, right? Peppa Pig, in an episode with her brother George. Has anyone seen Peppa Pig?
Woo!
Oh yeah, you're like 6. But yeah, Peppa Pig, in this episode with her brother George, George is trying to draw and trying to learn to draw. So Peppa Pig tries to teach him how to draw this flower. And he can't get it right, so she calls him an idiot. And he do it the next day. She tries to draw again and he can't do it right, so she calls him an idiot again. And then the third day, he does it, and he can't do it again, and she calls him an idiot again. I mean, how rude is she? But when the teacher's coming around, he finds out that George, her brother, has actually drawn a pet dinosaur. And it's brilliant. And Peppa fucking claimed the credit. Peppa said, I taught him everything he knew. Like, that is the lowest of the low. And then she went to her dad on a camping trip. And the dad bought a tent that was too small. And he said, I don't think we can all fit in there. And Peppa replied with, your belly can't fit in there. Peppa Pig makes me very, very angry. But, I hate Newcastle. Anyone from Newcastle in here? No. Well, what happened was the first time I ever came to Newcastle. I went to Asper's Casino. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's a casino, and I won quite a lot of money on it. So I decided to walk home, and I walked onto Northumberland Street, and I was walking up, and this guy wearing this little hoodie, his head was hunched, his shoulders were rolled over like this, just looking really shifty and dodgy. He came up to me, walked right in front of my path and said, give me all your money. So I calmly said no, and kept walking, which is surprising they didn't chase me, but I just never knew that like muggers in Newcastle carried green charity buckets and had Oxfam on the back. That's not offensive. Yeah, but the other thing I hate about Newcastle is the fact that, everyone seems to smoke here, and no one seems to smoke in, my house. But my girlfriend recently started smoking, so I slowed down and applied lube. Sorry, dear. But as you can tell from this, I've had quite a hard life. I mean, it's hard to cope with, muggings and Sebastian Co. But when I was younger, I found a way out. And my way out was I created an alter ego for myself. It was a man called Carter. I was 6 years old, and Carter was everything that I wasn't. He was a hard man. He couldn't feel no pain. And I remember Carter ran head first into a wall because he could, and he didn't cry a bit. And Adam cried when he had beans on his plate. And I remember Carter tried to jump down the entire flight of stairs head first again. Whereas Adam cried when he got called Edam Cheeseford. because it was offensive to himself and cheese. And I remember that Carter there was a time when he managed to drink this beer on stage and neck it all in one, and he didn't throw up. And Adam used to go